is Chloe Demure from Save the Victorial, and today we are going to be doing a better late than never. So I'm 53 years old. I'm one of your older than the average duck on YouTube doing makeup videos. I like to do a little bit of natural light mixed with a little bit of studio light to show what makeup really looks like on my face. Now that it's winter, the lighting is really hard. It's kind of gray outside, so if I've got some weird shadows, that's because of it. And then I just have my one studio light here, which maybe we can actually lower just a smidge. That might stop a little bit of shadow. There we go. And then we can see what makeup looks like on my skin. So again, this is a better late than never. We're going to be playing finally with the Ace Beaute Oceanic Palette and some of their pot eyeshadows. So if that's what you would like to watch, you know what? You're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so we are going to be playing with the Oceanic Palette, and then because Ace Beaute was having a crazy awesome sale, I've been wanting this one for a long time, but with shipping and everything, I just couldn't seem to pull the trigger. If I saw it on Poshmark, it would go really fast, or people would ask for even more than it was on Ace Beaute's website, and then it came up on sale. This is the old formula. I like both formulas. I have no problem with either. And it became such a good deal to get to the old formula. I thought, let's do it. And then at the same time, I was wanting, when the Tropical Vibes palette came out, I was kind of into that one. But what I really wanted was their Glimmer shadows. So they had a set of 4. And then I got these on a fantastic sale. Before we go on to putting on makeup, I have my full base on. The highlighter is from the Ace Beaute highlighter set. And I just wanted to take a quick look. So now I, of course, opened it to make sure it was in good shape when I got it. And why did I wait so long? I'm a dumbass. This is when my friend Wilma told me that it looked even better in person, she wasn't kidding. This is probably the most gorgeous color story of a palette I've ever seen in my entire life. This is absolutely gorgeous. And then when I opened this, I was just like, oh, these are amazing. And then I went to look at the Glimmer shadows, and oh my God, they're even more beautiful. So let's do darkest to lightest. And then this one, do they have colors on the back? No, it's just part of the collection. I'm not seeing names for the colors themselves, but okay, so this is the darkest green in there. So beautiful. And then the next one is this one here. Look at that. Oh, they just get, and then I guess, and then it goes brighter. It's a darker shade, but it's brighter. Oops, if I can get this open. Ooh, why is this one so tight? Uh-oh. I know I'm a wuss, but geez. Okay, well, let's just skip that one for now. For some reason, I can't open it. This is the lightest shimmer that's in there. And let's see. Well, maybe it is best for last, because this one, because I opened it the other day, like, how tight did I make this thing? Oh, no. We're back. I'm just the world's biggest wuss. As soon as I shut the camera off, I got it open. And look at this. I almost died when I saw this. This is so beautiful, and I can't wait to put these on my eyes. I'm not very good at swatches, so I think I'm just going to leave swatches to the experts. This, like I said, this is an older palette. It has been around for a while. This, of course, again, like I said, is the older formula with all the discounts, because then I got it on sale, and then I had a discount code that worked on top of it. So I think this came to about $7.99, I would say, US, and then the shadows came to, I would say 19 or 18 US. So the savings between this palette and those shimmers made it worth it to pay the shipping, and the shipping wasn't too bad, maybe because it was late. So anyways, look at this. This is so beautiful. I am so excited. I seriously don't know where to begin. So I think because I want to try a little bit of both, I think what we're going to do is we're going to just use the mattes in this shade, and then we're going to use a couple of these, I think. yes. And I did have a new eyeliner, but I'm not sure if we're going to use it. It's not Ace Beaute, but we will see depending on how the eye look turns out. And then I'm going to put these on, and then we are going to go into voiceover mode, because that way we won't have a 4-hour video of me trying to figure out what I'm doing. I can just play, enjoy, and you can see how hopefully beautiful these shadows are. Alrighty, so to voiceover. Okay, so we are doing greens today. So we're going to start with the darkest shade, which is Turtle. Well, at least the darkest we're using. I think Pacific maybe a bit darker. And I'm just going to do that to kind of mark out my outer edge and then make a bit of a wing. Of course, I had to start with the greens first because greens are my favorite. I think a green and blue palette is probably my favorite combination of all. Now we're going to go into the shade Seagrass. That is a very, very beautiful color. And we're just going to do that. We're going to try and use as many of the greens as we can from the mattes. I think we'll use all of them, but Pacific. So I thought I would just put that right near our wing. And then switching to a more flatter brush, we are going to go into the shade Fiji. Now this one has a little bit of a bluish tinge a little bit in there, so you could probably use this nicely with the blues as well. And I think that looks really nice in the center, and I think it goes good with one of the shimmers we're going to use. And then for the inner corner, we're going to go in with Algae. This color is gorgeous. I think this may be my favorite green matte in here. It's a toss-up between that and Fiji, but I really like that, and I think it looks really good in the inner corner there to make it a little bit brighter. So just going from lightest to darkest. Yeah, I like that. And of course, doing my typical shape. And I'm just going to go and fix that up a little bit. See, I think that looks nice. Bit of gradient. And I think, yeah, there's one little spot there I just need to fix just to even it out. So we're just going to go back into the darkest shade that we used, which was Turtle, and just kind of connect it there. There we go. Now we're looking a little bit more even. Okay, so I think the next step is to do the bottom lash line, and then we're going to start with the Turtle again, and we're going to do that on the outside edge. I find that without a bottom lash line, my eyes look weird now, and I used to never do them. So here we are. Then we're going to go and use these two greens. We're going to go from Fiji and then from Fiji into Algae. So we didn't use Seagrass in this. I don't have that much space underneath there. So we just used 3 out of the 4. Alrighty. So now we're on to these shimmers. So the dark ones, or how about these ones? Yeah, those are the winners. And then we're going to start first with the inner corner. We're going to use that lightest shade. I didn't really see any names. There was a description of the formula on the box, and that they went as an additional to the palette that was in the collection. I think that's really pretty. And then changing a brush, we're going to go into that green that I adore. I think that possibly my favorite out of the 4 shimmery shades, but I do like them all. And look at that shine. So beautiful. Yes. Who doesn't love some shiny green? Yeah, that's going on really, really nicely. I wonder if these are like the Super Shock shadows. Now, of course, with the phalange, let's give that a try. It's got a really nice, smooth, creamy texture. I mean, look at that. Gorge. Goes on nicely with the brush, but a finger, I guess the warmth again always makes just a little bit more shimmer. I love it. And then we're going to do the same on the other eye. Try to match it up. Here we go. I was gonna leave it at that, but then I decided Yeah, let's use the darkest green just a little bit on the outer edge to add a little bit more shimmer and just to use it. And there we go. Now we're on and ready for our next bit. And here we are. We are back. I just put on a nice neutral lip. It's a Colored Rain. And then I did do my first try with this Juvia's Place liner that I was gifted in the yellow, which I did on the top there. You're gonna have to play with it some more. It's very interesting. It has a very, very stiff brush. So I'm kind of digging it, but I need to play a little bit more. Like I said, I just did a little light line over the top. But let's discuss what we are here actually about. And this is the Ace Beaute Oceanic Palette. So this is my first look. You know what? I think I'm going to do a second look on this video. I think I do want to play with the blue shades that are in here, and I do want to play with the shimmers that are in the palette. So as far as the greens, I think they went on lovely and blended really well. And when it comes to these green glimmer shadows, these are amazing. I love these so much. They need to make a million more colors. I don't know if these are similar to the, what are they, the ColourPop Super Shock? I don't know, but they're so beautiful. They're nice and soft. So the quilted pattern won't last super long in there, but it is so nice. I'm really enjoying this. So for look one, that is playing with the greens and the glimmer shadows, I think this is a success. So let's go on to the next look. All right, we're on to look two. I thought I would use a little bit of my Suva Blue eye paint just as a base. Instead of a neutral color, I have it, why not? And then the first shade we used was Lagoon. This is a beautiful, really nice dark shade. It is going over this primer really well. I really like this. Trying not to do too much my normal wing shape, but it's still not quite the rounded look, but there we go. I'm digging that. All right, so now we're gonna go into the shade Bali. This is the lightest blue matte in the shade. I'm just using this to blend out the edges and just to add a little bit of color a little bit higher up over my crease. And then we're also going to do a little bit in between darkening the shades. We're now using Blue Clam, and then this is going to be the majority of the matte shade for the rest of the lid. This is also a really beautiful color here. I like that. So next up, we're going to go into Bali again, and then we're going to do some more blending and then probably some more intensifying of colors as well. There we go, that's looking more blended. We like it. Now let's do our under eye, and then we're just gonna go and use the two darkest matte shades again. So that is Lagoon and Blue Calm. And then we're just gonna go and do the lower lash line here. Eye look isn't complete without a lower lash line. And then again, making sure it's all blended. Everything's kind of attached together there. So far, so good. All right, so what are we going to do next here? All right, we're gonna go into Mykonos. This is probably the prettiest shimmer in this palette. And even though it's not a blue, we're going to use this for our inner corner. It is very pretty. And plus blue and green look great together. See? I'm liking it. So there are several blue shimmers in here, but we're just going to use 2 out of the 3. We're going to be starting here with Marina. And this is kind of like it's a dark blue with a little bit of green. Hey kitten. And it goes on really nice with the brush, but of course we want to try with our finger to see if it gives a little bit extra. But with this shade, I think just a brush works. Oh, my kitten really needs some attention. All right, so we're going to be using some Bora Bora, the lightest shimmer in the palette, to do the most of the lid, and it's gorgeous. Okay, so there we go. That is the second look using the blue mats out of here and using the shimmers from the palette versus the Tropical Vibe shimmers. And I really like it. The darker blue shimmer went on really good with the brush, didn't need a finger. Same thing too with the green, a little spray worked. The lighter blue, I think it went on a teeny bit better using the, oh, hello, there's me. A little bit better using the finger, but yeah, all in all, I really, really enjoy this palette. I think it's great. Where was I all this time? I don't know. Silliness. On my lips, I just put on this Kimchi. This is in MPL 13. If it has a name, I don't know, but it is this. I love their component. This beautiful neutrally shade. Put on some cheap lashes that I had stuck in my drawer, and here we are. So, oh, I got there. There we go. There was a teeny bit of fallout with the blue shimmer, so I had to do a little fix here. And then, of course, where I tapped my nose by accident with the green shimmers. But, yeah, so I would think maybe either be very careful, put on some shields, or do your eyes first. But it wasn't a ton. It was just a little bit with the shimmer. I didn't get any fallout with the matte shades whatsoever. I think this is a really, really great. Well, anyways, and that's it from me. Another better late than never down. And seriously, this is probably one of the most beautiful palettes I own. This color story is absolute perfection. I love it. And these glimmer shadows were fantastic as well. So, if you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, or maybe even hit that notification bell, that'd be greatly appreciated. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still check out some palettes. Better late than never. As always, make good choices, behave, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.